Well, let's get some more insight now from across the world on Putin's victory. From Asia Times correspondent Pepe Escobar, who's in Thailand for us today. Thank you for joining us. How do you think Putin's victory will be viewed abroad?
Well, the thing is, the Chinese like it, the Indians like it, the BRICS like it, because Putin himself has said that close cooperation among the BRICS will be absolutely essential. He sees this as the founding stones of the new world emerging multipolar order. And obviously the Washington elites won't like it. If you follow what News Corporation, Time Warner, New York Times are talking about Putin, it's the same old thing. You know, it's a relentless demonization. And it's a sort of personification of evil himself, you know. Very, very, very stupid story.
Now, there's been criticism, hasn't there, from the US and Europe that Russian elections are not fair. But this time, with web cameras and a huge number of observers, will they be happy with the outcome?
Of course not, because this is part of the demonization. If you're not part of the Anglo-American masters of the universe narrative, you are, by definition, an enemy. It can be Russia, it can be Venezuela, it can be Cuba, it could even be Argentina under Cristina Kirchner, it could be China, whatever, it could North Korea, of course, Syria, whatever. The point is, get over Putin was re-elected with 63–64%. He's going to be there for 6 years. He already outlined what he's going to do in terms of international relations. He published a very long article on foreign policy last week, was translated at least by some European newspapers, but not by American newspapers. And that's it. You know, it's multipolar world, close cooperation with BRICS, fighting NATO encroachment, which is a very, very strong preoccupation of most Russian voters, and trying to find a place for Russia in this new emerging multipolar order.
And on foreign policy, as you mentioned there, Putin has always promoted Russia as a strong player, hasn't he, in the international arena? Will that continue?
Absolutely, and even more so. And that's why the old Washington elites, the Cold War mentality elites, not only civilians, but also in the Pentagon, because of the full spectrum dominance doctrine, it's a big problem because Russia, according to the script post-Yeltsin, Russia was not supposed to be something like this. Was supposed to be a vassal state, like a kind of huge satrapy for Washington interests. And in fact, Russia got closer to China. The BRICS came up. They start to get integrated together. Russia started to be more forceful among the Central Asian stands as well. They have already forged a strategic partnership with Germany, in fact. Germany investing in Russia and Russia selling basically natural resources to Germany. And, of course, from the point of view of Washington, this is absolutely a horrible story. But there's nothing they can do about it.
And on the economic front, then, Russia has largely escaped the severe effects of Europe and America's financial crisis. How do you view the Russian leadership's economic policies over recent years?
Well, look, but this is going to be this is what Putin said, in fact, in his acceptance speech. Let's put it this way: try to find a decent life for each and every Russian. That's the problem. They probably made $1.5 trillion in oil revenues since March 2000, roughly. The thing is that this didn't trickle down to each and every Russian in terms of a better standard of much better standard of living for everybody, and in terms of improving Russian infrastructure. This is the main challenge for Putin over the next 6 years, the way I see it.
OK, well, Asia Times correspondent Pepe Escobar talking to us from Bangkok. Thank you for those views today.
Right.